Shalom.
Shalom.
Back out here again on these highways and hedges. Giving dinners to make our calling and election sure. It's your brother Kalab, also go by Hope, Grace, and Mercy.
It's your brother Lab Adino, also known as Heart of David.
Right. And also, before we go any further, we're going to face the east. Give all praise and glory to Yahweh,
Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kabradash.
Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, rule well, teach well, teach this truth. Shalom to the brothers out here on these highways and hedges all throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing this true faith and sincerity. Like we always do at this time, we're gonna grab a couple of articles. That's a couple of articles that's coming out. Things that's happening in Babylon the Great and all throughout the four corners of the earth. The first article says Russia says hypersonic missile strike on Ukraine was a warning to reckless West. So the world has, that's the first one that has ever been launched, right?
First
ICBM, but it didn't have a nuke head on it. But it's the first one that's ever that's been launched in the earth. So the beautiful thing about that is that we are also seeing the first time a lot of things that happen. The first time that all the nations are standing up against this great horde. You know, the first time that the countries that are used to be weak are now saying that they are strong. You know, we living in some beautiful times. You know, instead of people worrying about, like me and the brother was talking about before we push the button to go live. You know, people worried about now. I woke up this morning, people talking about Kendrick Lamar new album. You know, it's missiles being shot all throughout the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you caring about who got a new CD out?
Well, that's like you at the table, whether you eating or listening to music, and it's a gunfight in a room.
Right.
You know, bullets flying overhead, they flying right by you. In this case, it's the missiles.
Right. It's like you sitting in the same room with your wife and another man, and your wife cheating on you with that guy, and you not even knowing. Keep on inviting them over to your house. Keep letting them know all your moves, when you're going to be at home, when you're not going to be at home. And you don't even know he's snaking you. And that's what's going on. Yasharala is just letting, 2/3 of our people just being walked back to sleep. Continually being walked back to sleep.
Also, too, I don't know if this is the first time that this kind of missile been used. Not only was it ICBM, I think they called it multiple independent reentry vehicles. And that one missile got multiple warheads. And we saw that on footage too. It was beautiful too.
So fast. The missile was so fast, you heard it. The only time you saw it is when it exploded.
Yep.
That thing was dropping.
And then old boy Paul did an update. Russia mass producing it.
Oh yeah. And the one that those rockets missiles that Ukraine shot into Russia killed like 18 North Koreans and injured 30. So hey man, we at that point, man, it's a beautiful time to have this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and to also understand things that's going on. All right, the next article says China has just discovered 83 billion worth of gold reserves in Lebanon.
You said China?
China.
Oh, that's going to the kingdom.
Yep. Hey, look. And Esau finna try to find a way to try to get some of that. Like, no, hold up, we need to have a meeting about this.
You ain't gonna hear nothing else about it.
You ain't gonna hear nothing else about it. They trying to come up with a plan to swipe it, but that ain't gonna happen. So everybody looking out for this. Next it says more than 165,000 pounds of ground beef has been recalled over possible E. coli contamination. Hey man, enjoy your 4 for 4. Enjoy your 4 for 4.
Oh yeah, can't remember running it out, but the millions or hundreds of thousands of water bottles.
Oh yeah,
about that?
Oh yeah, yep.
They didn't also. Y'all go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. Remember one time it's a war on everything.
Oh yeah, it's a war on everything.
War on everything.
Hey, Shalom. All right, oh yeah, yep.
He wanted to explode.
Yeah, and also too, it was a recall on other stuff too. One of them was carriers. and one of them was a particular brand of organic carrots that my girl happened to get. So she texted me the screenshot about the recall, wherever she saw that. Then she texted me, like, hey, I'm throwing these carrots away. I just laughed. I'm like, all right. Hey, so the recalls, the shortages, the evils in general, they striking closer and closer to home. Yep.
Nixon says Moscow threatens to attack Poland.
That's the spirit.
Kremlin warns it can strike U.S. base using advanced weapons.
That's the spirit. Yeah, Russia. That's one of their top priority targets.
Yep.
They got, NATO bases over there.
The heart of the king is in the hands of the Lord. Why do y'all buy Shimmy our shot for all the things that's going out throughout the four corners of the earth? You have given us eyes to see and ears to hear.
And yeah, I've been, thankful for the truth always. I've been in such a great mood since America, since Ukraine hit Russia with them American-made missiles. But then when I found out Russia retaliated, the ICBM, you was
I had to make sure it was true, man.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh shit. Is this thing too good to be true?
Man, I was tired, brother work overnight.
Yeah.
Man, no, I was energized the rest of the day. I'm like, oh man. Like a little early Christmas present.
Right.
Also too, Cuba, they've been getting hit with hurricanes. On top of blackouts. And then I think they had 2 earthquakes in 1 week. One of them was a 6.8.
So much going on. It's so easy to miss a whole bunch of stuff, man.
Yeah,
so much going on.
I think one of the elders said it. Maybe Elder Tahar, but you said you miss a day, you miss a day, you miss a lot.
Yep.
And that's the importance of watching. Let me see what else I got. So Trump appointed Elon Musk, I think it's called Department of Government Efficiency. So pretty much to get rid of the debt. How they gonna do that is pretty much merge this reality with that digital system that they want to roll out. So not only Elon Musk, the creator of the Tesla, the creator of the Neuralink brain chip, but he was appointed top position. Now he works for the government.
And he the head man when it comes to AI.
Oh yeah, yep. I seen a video. He said they summoning demons.
Yep.
Summoning demons. They want to make a digital god.
And he created Starlink too, right?
Yep, Starlink. And they've been, that's the internet, right?
Yeah, that's a form of the internet satellite.
Yep. And then,
so the Edomite at my job, the owner, they be going hunting stuff. And they already use Starlink.
Okay.
They in the middle of nowhere, in the woods, hunting for like a week at a time.
Yeah.
And they do it for Thanksgiving, during the time of so-called Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And they be out there with everything they need.
Oh, okay.
They link up to that Starlink.
Yeah. Oh yeah, do you see hey, Shalom.
Sakallah.
Hey, Shalom, how about you break it down? Then you see Elon Musk, Trump was with Elon Musk, they just did another space launch.
Oh yeah, I seen he was watching.
They get ready to do it. I'm a little lesson on it. Dr. Oz, like you were saying.
I was just gonna bring it up. They sent me a video where they show how the movie World War II, the movie Wizard of Oz, the original one, came out a week before World War II happened. And now the new Wizard of Oz called The Wicked, it comes out I think this week, and just so happened these missiles going back and forth, and some of these countries are already talking about World War III has begun.
Yeah.
And another thing about it is same week that Trump appointed Dr. Oz. You know what I'm saying? It's funny how all that stuff it all goes together.
You see that movie called The Wicked?
It's the new Wizard of Oz they make it, but they entitled it The Wicked.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Check that
And
out.
back in the 60s or 50s, the same so like the original Wizard of Oz came out a week before World War II kicked off.
Oh, so another one coming
Another
up.
one coming up.
And
it's
so
looking
happened
like-
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll send it to you.
All right, bet. Yeah. Dr. Oz back on the scene. You ain't heard from him in about 15 years on the little infomercial. Now he back. He gonna be like the overseer of like Medicaid and Medicare. And it just so happened, he's one of the statements he said, he's talking about the microchip. He said, now we gonna see what the microchip can do for your health.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So the chip talk and missiles flying back and forth. You know, that's what's in the headlines right now. So the only thing we writing on is hell to break loose. So it's gonna be a blackout, a cyber attack, attack on America. You know, as far as an invasion, which the invasion already happened. It's gonna be all of it. But what is gonna be first? Because the chaos, that's gonna be the bridge to the new world order. You know, the microchip. And after a certain number of people get chipped, there goes America. And also too, a lot of those missiles, American-made missiles that Ukraine sent, I think Russia intercepted most of them. I think it said they sent like 6, 5 of them got intercepted.
It says Germany reveals plans to mobilize national defense and 800,000 NATO troops.
800,000?
Hey man, it's a whole bunch of
Half of them trainees.
that's a whole bunch of blood and bone.
Uh-huh. That was it. That was about it. So yeah, we gonna get into the lesson. The brother titled it One Day Closer. Classic. And I titled it, have wrought the will of the Gentiles. So, back in the book of Peter, it's the book of Peter, read the whole Bible. It's just little certain phrases, you can do whole lessons on. Certain phrases that just say a lot. There's been a lot of dogs around here lately.
I know. It's the dog day, huh?
Yeah.
What they say, every dog has his day.
Oh, yes. So what is that? What's the first Peter 1:1?
Alright, this is the book of 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 1. For as much then as Yahweh Shai hath suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourself likewise with the same mind. For he that hath suffered in the flesh hath ceased from sin.
Yeah, so we suffer as Yahweh Shai suffered. And what it say? What it say? He that ceased from the flesh.
It says, so like 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 1. For as much then as Yahweh Shai hath suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourself likewise with the same mind. For he that hath suffered in the flesh hath ceased from sin.
And why we suffer from the flesh? It said because we cease from sin. But why is that a form of torment? Why we suffer in the flesh? Because we departed from Eve. Ceasing from sin, that's departing from Eve. Departing from the flesh.
But the world is, but ain't it ironic how the world condemns you from separating from the flesh or ceasing from sin? Oh man, he reading the Bible. Oh man, sometimes I done heard with my own ears, you know what I'm saying, brothers down and brothers for taking care of their household.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Being there for his real kids. Like I done heard that with my own ears.
Yep.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah, you know, they pretty much condemning you for handling business. The scriptures say, a man that don't provide is worse off than an unbeliever. You know. But yeah, and that's the spirit too, because that's pretty much the next precept that you quoted. Again, a man that suffered in the flesh because he ceased from sin. He's departing from evil, departing from the lust of the flesh.
All right. Next precept is coming from the book of Isaiah, chapter 59 and verse 15. Yea, truth, Philip, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment.
See?
Only in America, man. A charge of racing a charge of racing a damn Cadillac, man.
Yeah.
On a busy street, out here, man. Like, while they playing the new Kendrick Lamar.
Oh yeah, that's what's playing. You know that's what's playing. And they hotboxing.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's cool. So yeah, that's why we suffer in the flesh, because we departing from evil.
Yes, sir.
And what it say, he who depart from evil make himself a prey. And that was the case even when you read the book of Maccabees. You know, as long as Israel was pretty much following the ways of the Lord, they was the prey and the target. Hey, but as soon as they consented to the ways of the heathen under Antiochus, that target was taken off their back.
They thought it was. They made themselves a target
To the Most High.
Yep.
So you're gonna be a target either way. You're gonna be a target under Esau system, or you're gonna be a target under the Most High.
Right. Choose one.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we see that playing out today. Of course, we already a target, just with these regular Americans, but what the rest of Israel about to find out, we a target in the sense of being enemies of the state.
We have always been a target.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he who suffered in the flesh, he departed from sin. We suffer in the flesh because we departed from evil. You know, we already suffer in the flesh because of the curses. We gotta bear our iniquity, but it's an extra burden departing from evil.
Right. Next precept is coming from the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4 and verse 2.
So continuing on where we left off. Matter of fact, you get one again going into
1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 1. For as much then as Yahushua had suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourself likewise with the same mind. For he that had suffered in the flesh had ceased from sin,
departing from evil.
Verse 2. That he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of Yahweh thy power.
Yeah, when you live in the flesh, that's to the lust of men.
Sir.
And but what? We living after the spirit. At least trying our best to what? To do the will of the Most High. We see that playing out these days. You know, both sides of the coin. You see those that's continuing to live after the flesh, continuing to live after the ways of the world, while there's other spirits that's trying to live after the will of the Most High.
That's why they continue to give Yasharala bread and circus. All they need is a distraction, and they gonna lose their way.
And that's what we saw about last week. That's why they made the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight free, because the truth is free. You can't be nothing that's free. And who love? Listen, you know, I know I say this too, but Jake say it too. If it's free, it's for me.
And another thing is that, like, you still got people holding on to the presidential election.
Oh, it's over. Yeah.
Still saying stuff like, yeah, man, the reason why that's going on is because of Trump. I was at my mother-in-law, I was at my in-laws' house, and I heard one of their friends come over. He said, it's a whole lot of police out in the streets right now. You know, the block is hot, like they say.
Yeah.
And they called their friend and said, that's because of Trump. Damn. Man, Yasharala, your problem is because you went on, man, with your power.
Trump ain't even in office yet.
Right. They just blame everything on
Yeah, Jay good at that, bro. Because that's really Esau, you know, the slanderer.
Yeah.
But Jake done picked that up. Esau done taught Jake how to point the finger at everybody else but themselves. Yeah, Jake hurts.
All right, next precept.
And again, we gonna get what it means to live after the will of the Most High, which, you know, the elect is trying to do. You know, we gonna summarize it real quick.
Next precept is coming from the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what doth the Lord Yahweh thy power require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy power, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord with all thy power, and to serve the Lord thy power, Yahweh, with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
That's the will of the Lord. It's for Israel to fear him, to love him. How is that on? By keeping the commandments, walking in his ways. And doing so with all your heart and soul. Meaning you in it wholeheartedly, not partially.
And that scripture ain't have nothing to do, ain't say nothing about that scripture ain't have nothing to do with chasing the bag, you know what I'm saying? Trying to be the best American, keeping up with the Joneses. Because that's what a lot of our people, you know, it ain't too many things that separate them from each other. They all chasing the same few things. There ain't no variety of things that separate 2/3 from each other. They all into the same stuff, man. It's only a handful of things that they into. And you know that all it takes is one stumbling block to knock you off your course.
Yeah.
And that's what they continue to do. Another pair of Jordans coming out. You know what I'm saying? Another album coming out. Let me listen to it to see who he talking about. He beefing with Drake on here. You know? Another recall on food. Another this, another that. Hell, it's ICBMs dropping in hidden countries, and Jake ain't said nothing about that.
Yeah, bro. Talking about Kendrick Lamar's new album, like you were saying, you know, if it's gonna be people, which we get into the ways of the Gentiles, you know, paganism, because it's a lot of holidays coming up. It's looking like the holidays falling right on the Sabbath. Halloween fell right on the Sabbath. Thanksgiving, Black Friday, falling right on the Sabbath. But like, it's gonna be people eating at Thanksgiving with no thought of what's going on. Right. On one side of the world, people getting fat, foot of them GMOs. Other side of the world, missions going back and forth like they throwing rocks.
It's all right. They don't even know they sitting in a burning house. Pass the grape. Pass those pig feet. You know, and the whole house on fire. You just don't know.
Yeah. Mrs. Flying, Elon Musk doing space launches. They know this place about to burn. But like you say, it's easy to get to 2/3. It's one of the few things. A mixtape, another TV show, a holiday.
The 3 B's, barbecue, beer, and a blunt.
Oh yeah.
That definitely get Jake so off track. That's all he thinks. Right? It's Tuesday. Man, I can't wait to Saturday, man. It's going down in Tyrone house, man. You know, beer, barbecue, and a blunt. Those are the things. The one main thing that separate.
Yeah, the brick in front of it. But yeah, like the brother would say, the will of the Lord got nothing to do with what the people are doing now. And what Revelation 18:4 say, come out of her, my people. Meaning, Isaiah 59 and 15 that we got. He who depart from evil, that's coming out of her, a separation. And that's mentally. We here with the people, but we not here with the people. We here, but we not here mentally. And that's fulfilling the will of the Lord. to love him, fear him, keep his commandments, his ways, and do it with all your heart. You know, that's doing the will of the Lord. That's, you know, no more living after the lust of the flesh, but living after the spirit. Which is either or here in the last days. And a lot of people claim to be spiritually minded, spiritual. They claim the third eye open. And then they talk some BS, bro. Talk about the ancestors. You see a lot more Eve playing with the tarot cards. But no, living after the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. That's the will of the Lord.
And thinking that and not knowing that the wisdom of this world is not the wisdom with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Just lumping stuff together, believing that this is what it's gonna be. Well, I don't think that's correct. I don't think the Lord would do something like that. All right, just keep on living.
Yeah, find out.
Right. When they say help around and find out.
Yeah.
Right, next precept back to 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 3.
So continuing, you said verse
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 2. That he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men.
That's when you wake up to the truth. You should no longer live after the lust of the flesh. Now it's an ongoing process and it takes practice, but you should get better, over time.
But to the will of Yahweh thy power.
And that's an ongoing process, which should get better over time. The more you depart from the flesh, the more you depart from the world, the more and closer you draw to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah.
Verse 3. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles. Then we walk in lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, reveling, banqueting, and abominable idolatry.
Now, we're going to take quite a bit of time going through all them words, the Greek, just expounding on them, giving examples. But again, it says for the time past of our life, they suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles. Now, this word suffice, when you look at it in the Greek, pretty much means satisfactory or to satisfy. So, for the time past of our life, may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles. So what? We suffice or satisfy the will of the Gentiles. When it's going up, it said, that we should no more live in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of the Most High. Because previously, we satisfied the will of the Gentiles. And then in the NLT, it reads, you have had enough in the past of evil things that godless people enjoy. So, before coming to the truth, really coming into the truth, you should have had enough working the will of the Gentiles. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get a couple more words. Now I'm going to get this word wrought. This word wrought. If I put it up, yeah.
1 Peter chapter 4 verse 3. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles.
So now we're going to get this word wrought. When it says wrought the will of the Gentiles, it says to perform or accomplish. So before coming into this truth, back in the past, however long ago that was, we was performing the will of the Gentiles. And it said what? It says, for the time past of our life may suffice us. NLT, it says, you have had enough in the past performing the will of the Gentiles. So we should have had enough of that. How many more Thanksgivings do people need to celebrate, to be happy?
Right. Right.
You know, how many more Christmases do you people need to stop celebrating?
How many more times people got to tell you that those are pagan holidays for you to do some research? You know, well, it's Jesus Christ's birthday. Well, if that's his birthday, why he ain't celebrating?
For real.
You know, if it showed him being on the earth, why he didn't celebrate his birthday every year? You know,
None of the prophets.
Right, nobody. You know, y'all do it. You have to do some research. If you think it's what we saying is false,
You say y'all hate it?
yeah, something like that. Yeah. It's all right. It's all right. That's okay.
He gonna hate himself for no miss him said.
He gonna hate himself when he wake up and natural born slave.
Oh yeah.
I'm back. Lord gonna play that scene of him riding by back with his dreams every night. He gonna show that every night.
Yeah. That's what he gonna dream about. He gonna dream about this. I pray the Lord destroy them that they run off the road or something. If not today, sometime later, or something worse. No, you gotta throw up curses on America more often. Now again, for the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles. When I get this word will, the Blue Letter Bible, it says what one wishes or has determined shall be done. So we suffice the will of the Gentiles. Meaning what? What the Gentiles wanted us to do. You know, Israel has accomplished that. They performed that. And then it listed. It says when we walked in lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries. That's us sufficing or fulfilling the will of the Gentiles, which is on full display now. Like the brother say, you know, these holidays are pagan. The info is out there, right? And we're just gonna see how pagan our people can get. I'm gonna share the screenshot later where the Eve got her nails done. On one nail she got macaroni and cheese. One nail she got a turkey. One nail she got greens. I think another nail she got cranberry sauce. You know, the holidays, Jake know how to take it to the next level.
Yeah, and forget about that you're a slave.
Yeah, you know, paganism, Jake can take it to the next level. But that's why I say, for the time past of our life, may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles.
This the time where a few people that I know in my life, they get mad at me.
Oh, yeah.
For the holidays, stuff like so-called holidays. Hey man, it is what it is.
Yeah. Hey, making yourself a target. Make yourself a target to burn for me.
Right.
They wonder why you didn't reply back to the holiday text. Like, everything all right, bro?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, again, for the time past of our life, may suffice us to have wrought or performed the will of the Gentiles. So, you know, coming into the truth, we should be done with that. Because in the NLT it reads, you have had enough. And you see people in the truth, and they still got to get in on Christmas. They still got to be there on Juneteenth. Ain't running on with getting no food, but people up all night busting up with Christmas presents, putting up lights, all in the trees, on the chimney, putting up lights.
Already buying so-called Christmas presents.
Buying blow-up Santa Clauses.
And they're going to be broke.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to pay that bills late in January.
And we got it in one of these words that we're going to get. That's in there, too. It goes to idolatry is when you give your resources into things that you don't need to be giving your resources to. But no, for lack of better words. All right, but again, for the time past of our life, may suffice, being satisfied us to have wrought, performed the will of the Gentiles. What the Gentile do, because that's the will of the Gentiles. It's for Israel to not do the will of the Most High. Like in the book of Judah, the nations know if they can lead Israel astray to not do the will of the Lord, we can take those people over. But as long as they doing the will of the Most High, they can't be stopped.
Stand next to him.
Uh-huh. How you doing?
How you doing?
You know we Israelites?
You know we Israelites?
I say, you know we Israelites? So pretty much how the Lord destroyed Egypt, that's what he gonna do to America. And on the sign, that's how it's gonna be. So we gotta return back to the Most High, so we don't be destroyed with this place. Pull up, we here on Saturdays.
Same time. You see you hit him on his horn for letting the window down?
I ain't know if it was either that, or maybe he was making some noise, or had a tablet, and so it was one of them. Well, what is it
Like she said, why you let that window down? Because he let the window down.
Oh, it was,
Hey, little man like, hey man, I want to see what that is, mama. I'm tired of being lied to.
hey, you see it all the time, you know, videos. The mom be trying to do a TikTok dance.
Kid in the
Get in the camera, he get in front of the camera, or mess it up. These kids tired of you Eve too. Yeah, so again, coming into the truth, we should be done performing the will of the Gentiles. And we again, our people gonna show you how pagan they can get. Oh, the Christmas light sweaters. Our people gonna find a way to get fresh with it. They're gonna have to light up Jordans. You gotta, you can't outperform Jake when it come to paganism.
Right. He go all out, spin his legs.
But again, as the scriptures say, the time past of our life may have sufficed us. You should have had enough doing the will of the Gentiles. You know, what more can you do? What Halloween costume can you come up next?
As long as we've been reading the Bible, I still ain't reading nothing about the Christmas spirit in the Bible.
Yeah. Keep reading verse 3 again. We're going to get into the breakdown of these different words.
All right. 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 3. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles. Then we walk. We walk in lasciviousness, lust, excessive wine, revelings, banqueting, and abominable idolatries.
So performing the will of the Gentiles is when you walk after the many of the ways that the brother just read in the scripture. Which sums it up is walking after the lust of the flesh. Let's grab that next one.
This 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 2. Ye know that ye were Gentiles carried away unto these dumb idols, even as ye were led.
See? That's when our people is saying you were Gentiles.
Right.
You know, walking after dumb idols. And that's why 1 Peter 4 and 3, it says, you know, you should have had enough, you know, working the will of the Gentiles. You know, walking after lasciviousness, revelings, lust of the flesh, banquetings. You know? But now we're going to get into some of these words of 1 Peter 4 and 3. Oh, it's all good. So we get to this word lasciviousness. It says unbridled lust. When I look up this word unbridled, it says uncontrolled, unconstrained, and Jake is unhinged. Like we talk about the Eve with the fingernails, with a dish on each fingernail, uncontrollable. Even with the LGBTQT, ain't nothing more gayer than the gay Jake. Where they throw their neck, you know, Jake take everything to the next level. Completely uncontrolled. You know, uncontrollable appetites,
cutting off their man parts.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know that's unbridled lust, uncontrolled or unconstrained. Meaning there's no limit to what Jake can do in his paganism. Oh, like the fake King David. Remember that, brother? You know, had the spread. You know, for Thanksgiving had shrimp, had ham. And what Jake always say? Next time we gonna do it bigger.
Yep.
And that's that unbridled lust. And what the scriptures say, 1 Peter 4:3, time past of our life may have sufficed us when we performed the will of the Gentiles. Meaning you should have had enough of that. You still not satisfied? We gotta get more Christmas lights next year. Oh, remember, it used to be a competition. And let's ride down people's streets. Let's see how many lights they got. Let's get some ideas and let's put up more lights. Running up your electricity bill.
Out there in Plano, this is like predominantly Edomite neighborhood called Deerfield, where it's a homeowners, they got an HOA over there. So you have to put up Christmas lights.
See?
You have to.
See?
But it's a twist, they put a twist on it. Whoever had the best lights, they win like thousands of dollars. Stuff like that.
See, you're getting awarded for performing the will of the Gentile. And then I can just imagine, because it's HOA, that if you don't put up no lights, you probably get a fine.
Get a fine.
Or you know, you go after, see? And then everybody on the block will be talking about you.
Yep. What happened to that boy?
He's putting up the lights.
He put up the lights, that's what happened to that boy.
Or then, you know, even in the J community, you know, you don't want people to come at your house while you setting up for Christmas. We gonna wait till we set up the tree with all the decorations. You know,
Jay can't throw his new stuff, the boxes that he got in the trash right away, because that's letting people know what you got in your house.
Oh yeah.
Jay go buy a big old flat screen TV and go put the box out in the dumpster. Well, they know who their house they going in.
Yeah.
When all this is over with.
Yeah. Or they want you to come over at night so they can light up everything. But that's them unbridled lust, uncontrolled, unconstrained. Again, no limit to the paganism, no limit, you know, to performing the will of the Gentiles. You know, the goal for the Gentiles was to lead Israel astray. And what 1 Corinthians 12:2 say, you were Gentiles.
You know that you were Gentiles, carried away to these dumb idols, even as you were led.
So how were they led? By the Gentiles. So it was the goal for the Gentiles just to lead Israel astray. Israel take it to the next level. Esau happy with you celebrating Christmas. That's it.
So now,
but now Jake leaving up the lights year round.
Leaving the Christmas tree up year round.
And now you see a mix. They got the Christmas decorations up mixed in with the Halloween decorations.
I know a particular person has had a Christmas tree up for at least 8-9 years. They never took it down. It's always been in the same spot. And as the so-called seasons and holiday changes, they just decorate the tree.
Change the decorations. I seen that at my job. It was a Christmas tree, but it had Halloween decorations on.
But we look like food.
And if we gonna get into it, part of idolatry is putting your resources into paganism. Well, back to this word of lasciviousness, we got unbridled lust. I don't even know how to say this one word, but lasciviousness, it also goes into misconduct as far as sexual behavior. Wantonness. Let me see if I can look which ass phone. Wantonness. Kind of the same thing, sexually unrestrained. Hey, we know Jake got all kind of lusts. This word insolence. Rude or disrespectful behavior.
The boy in the background trying to blow us off, like throwing his hands like get out of here with that. But the mama, the daughter, and the dad in the front seat, gave us the fist sign.
Oh, okay.
Down the scene, sit back like damn.
Hey, that's that separation. What we was talking about. You know, those that.
Can't wait till these gas stations don't have no gas.
Bro, if this ain't hell, I don't know what is, bro.
Everything vex you about this place, man. Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Yeah. That's why Yahweh say you can't bring division. Son, blowing us off. Those in the front seat, they saluting us. Hey, that division is gonna become it's gonna become more and more apparent. People say, hey, kids and parents gonna be putting each other to death.
Telling on each other.
Oh, yup.
Telling each other up.
But yeah, we gonna get to this next word. Again, it says we performed the will of the Gentiles when we walked in lasciviousness. You know, pretty much lust of the flesh, lust on all levels, uncontrolled, unrestrained. Rather, it's celebrating pagan holidays or unrestrained, uncontrollable sexually, appetite. You know, Jake be mukbanging. Jake be having bang outs. But this next one, matter of fact, I think a precept go with that too. Let's grab that Hebrews 12 real quick.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 12 and verse 14.
Shalom.
Follow peace with all men and holiness without which follow peace with all men and holiness without which no man shall see the Lord.
Follow peace, keep peace with all men.
15. Looking diligently, lest any man fail of the grace of Yahweh thy power, lest any root of bitterness springing up trouble you, and thereby any be defiled.
So yeah, pretty much follow peace with all men, keep holiness, lest you be defiled. And this is the point.
16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person, as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
So pretty much keep holiness unless you be a fornicator and profane person like Esau.
Right.
Now we're gonna get these two words, which in the NLT it reads, make sure that no one is immoral or godless like Esau. Let's get this word fornicator. Oh, the word for fornicator, the Greek word is pornos. Which where they get the word porno. So, you know, again, the fornicator says somebody who prostitutes his body. It says unlawful sexual intercourse. And we know that's Esau on all levels. But you got Jake partaking in that now.
And did you know that a Jewish rabbi owns Pornhub?
Yep, I seen that. I seen that. So that's fornicator, which goes to lasciviousness, uncontrollable sexual appetite, sexual behavior, uncontrollable lust of the flesh. But now when we get this word profane pretty much means ungodly, unhallowed, unlawful. And then what it say? Keep holiness, lest there be any fornicator or profane person like Esau. And who is it speaking to? It's speaking to Israel. So you got a large number of Israel who are fornicators and just as profane as Esau, according to performing the will of the Gentiles. Because again, the road of the Gentiles is to lead to make people like them. Like when you read the book of Maccabees. the goal of Esau is to bring you down to his level. And again, it says, lest there be any fornicator or profane person like Esau desperate to Israel. And Israel has done, they achieved that. They became fornicators, unlawful sexual acts, unlawful sexual desires, unholy, just as Esau. And then when you read the book of Ezekiel and other books, it tells you that Israel became more wicked than the other nations. What the other nations are doing, you know, our people take it to the next level. So, going back to this word lasciviousness and performing the will of the Gentiles, Jacob has done just that. You know how it says in Revelation 18 that her sins, speaking of America, have reached unto heaven. That's the case for Israel too. They sins reach up to heaven as well. Let's get 1 Peter 4:3 again. We're gonna get the next word.
All right. 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 3. For the time past of our life may suffice us. 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 3. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought of the Gentiles when we walked in lasciviousness, lust, excessive wine, revealing, banqueting, and abominable idolatries.
Yeah, when we get this word lust, you know, that ain't just limited to sexual lust.
Right.
Which when we look at it in the Greek, the Blue Letter Bible, it says desire, a craving, desire for what is forbidden. So lust is anything that's contrary to the will of the Most High. And you can have a lust for another man's wife, a lust for LGBT activity, a lust for pork. You can have a lust for murder. Because a lot of our people, they get off on that. Shalom to daughter Yahweh. Shalom to the brother Ed Cooper. And we got a precept. Oh, and people speak about the forbidden fruit in the book of Genesis concerning Adam and Eve. But as you know, it wasn't a literal fruit. The Lord got no problem with you eating an apple. But that forbidden fruit, it's a forbidden lust. It's what the Lord forbade them not to do. What the Lord restricted them from doing.
All these other doctrines, all these doctrines.
And that's what it begins with. Because the scripture speaks about, you know, adultery, unclean foods, murder, but it's another doctrine that's for it. Like niggas culture. They for the murder and the gang banging, selling drugs, adultery, they for that. That's all they promote in their raps. So yeah, forbidden fruit, you know, it plays out through action, but it begins with a doctrine. And that's really what the fruit was that the Lord told them not to eat. You know, don't give in mentally to these doctrines and philosophies. Because then you're going to perform the will of the Gentiles physically in the flesh. Which, again, the scriptures say, the time past of our lives has sufficed us, meaning we should have had enough of that by now. You know, we had fun with the Christmases while we did. We had fun with Halloween while we did. We should be done with that now.
Right. We didn't love it enough to go back into these things.
Yeah.
You know?
And then, you know, the truth is a relief. Because Christmas was hectic, bro. People be more stressed out around the holiday because they gotta outperform everybody. They gotta work all this overtime to get gifts.
As you get older, like middle school and high school, you be fresh, go back to school.
Oh yeah,
look down on
like, you still playing the PS2? We got the PS3 yet. You know, people don't want to come here hollering up, but they still got the PS2.
We going on right now.
Man, let's get on to that. We get back to that one.
Okay.
It's a word that go into that, and again, 1 Peter 4:3, we just expounding on these words just to shed light on it, you know, to bring clarity to it. Yeah, let's get that. Again, because we got this word lust, and lust goes into pretty much something that's forbidden. Whatever's forbidden in the flesh, it's a doctrine that's for it, as the brother has said. But yeah, let's get that, Mike.
All right, this is the book of Micah, chapter 3 and verse 1. And I said, hear I, pray ye, O heads of Jacob, and ye princes of the house of Israel. Is it not for you to know no judgment? Verse 2. Who hate the good and love the evil, who pluck off their skin who hate the good and love the evil, who pluck off their skin from off them, and their flesh from off their bones.
So we're going to deal with the first part of the precept. It said, who hate the good and love evil. And that's our people performing the will of the Gentiles when you hate the good and love the evil. What's the good? The ways of the Lord. Keeping his commandments, walking in his ways wholeheartedly. What's the evil? Anything that's against that. Christmas can seem like a good thing because you make your babies happy, you getting all these toys. But the scriptures say, a gift destroyeth the heart. Your baby gonna be just fine without Christmas. The baby don't even understand it. You know what I'm saying? And birthdays, that's more so satisfactory for the parents. You know?
How you buying a 1-year-old Christmas?
Yeah. And then you know, babies do this too. You buy them all them toys, but they want to play with the remote. You know, they want to play with the cell phone. You know about toys that light up, make noise, they shake, they glitter. The baby want to play with the pots and pans.
Or you get a kid some Jordans, and they really want some Sonic the Hedgehog light up.
Oh, yep. Yeah, you see that, yeah. But that describes Israel with a lust. You know, hate the good, love the evil. Lust is things that's forbidden by the Most High. And our people, like the scriptures say, they hate the good but love the evil. But people love pork. Remember the baby, that rapper, he said, if a nigga don't eat pork, I don't trust him. I don't know if you heard that.
Was it Baby or Boosie?
Baby Boosie spoke out against it too. Then he put up his middle finger to the Most High.
Okay. Spit on the main car because they was walking in the middle of the street while those people trying to turn.
Hold on, just now.
He blew the horn and he spit on his car.
Hold on, these.
Yeah, them over there, just right there. Man, this place is cool, man. And look, they got the little white cracker walking with him with his pants sagging. He got an Eve with a brand new baby.
And you know, anytime when it's a bunch of Jakes hanging out with an Edomite, hey, something is up, man. Esau either he's supplying them with meth, he's supplying them with heroin, he a plug.
See, they came from over there.
And where it goes down, man.
Yeah, where it goes down.
Yeah. So Esau supplying them with something. Okay, bet. Look what it say.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children. And they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge.
See, they wise to do evil. What the beginning of the precept say, people are foolish. They don't know me. and being what? They don't know how to perform the will of the Most High. All they know is evil. And evil in this is performing the will of the Gentiles.
They know how to do something wicked to a T.
You know, that not only do they know how to perform the will of the Gentiles, they can outperform the Gentiles at their own rituals.
And they do it well.
They can outperform more at it.
All right. Next precept is coming from the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also.
I'm gonna get something back in this first Peter 4:3.
Okay.
Are you able to grab it in the NLT?
Hey, so if you're gonna touch back bases with 1 Peter 4:3, hey, just so you know, keep the audience engaged in what we're going into. New believers coming in every day. And you notice, you know, how Esau, how Jacob loved the good, you know, they love the evil, but hate the good. And, you know, they got knowledge of how to do evil, but no knowledge on how to do good. There's only Jake that want to outperform in paganism.
And they only want to outperform each other.
Yeah. And how do they outperform each other? It usually goes into spending more money, which we coming into in the next definition or so.
All right, this is the book of 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 3 in the NLT.
Yeah, my bad, bro. I just realized that the words that we get in the KJV, they don't got it in the NLT. You read it in NLT real quick, then I get in the KJV.
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 3 in the NLT. You have had enough in the past of the evil things that godless people enjoy.
What's those evil things in the KJV? Performing the will of the Gentiles.
Their immortality and lust, their feasting and drunkenness and wild. Alright? And wild parties and their terrible worship of idols.
Yes, he said drunkenness. Just the spirit, because even right here, KJV, it says excess of wine. Which, that's straightforward, but I'm gonna get it. Pretty much it says drunkenness. And I'm gonna just look it up, see what pop up. The state of being intoxicated. So not only is our people drunk in the literal sense, not being sober, but they drunk off the doctrines and philosophies of the world. Not sober in the spirit. Which our people, you know, they not sober all the time, but all these holidays is just another reason for it.
Look at Eve driving the 18-wheeler.
Oh, it's been a lot more of them E's proud because it's a fake.
Going off, no, she's going off.
Oh yeah, I see her. This is a Facebook page. Female truck driver. He be proud. They got them in the truck, then they got them when they all dressed up and stuff. Oh yeah, she getting going off on somebody.
They don't even know they finna get it to work.
Ooh-wee.
Get it to work.
But yeah, excess of wine, drunkenness. You know, that's another thing I like to say. BYOB. Being on, the 3 B's, beer, blood, and barbecue. But yeah, let's grab that Matthew real quick.
Alright, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
I ain't nothing wrong with, you know, winding down, you know, having a drink. We gotta be in moderation. We gotta be in reason.
Right.
Because we gonna get into it. People getting drunk, loaded out of their mind.
Right.
And judgment about to happen, just like in the time of Noah, which we know what that judgment was.
Speaking of drink, you know, not to toot my own horn, but I was one of those that was indulging in too much drink. indulging a little bit too much, you know. Mainly because I was dealing with some things, you know what I'm saying, in my life. But hey, man, that can't be an excuse to, you know what I'm saying, to overindulge.
And that's no more walking after the lust of the flesh. We're being spiritual, but the difference with you, though, from the rest of the world, you still walking. You still know, our people, when they do what they do, they still blind to prophecy. You know what I mean? You know, when we cut back on something, you know, we want to further ourselves in the spirit. We want to cut back on the cost of something. You still know what's going on. But let's see the difference between when the rest of the world, when they drink and indulge in the lust of the flesh. It's a difference. That's all that's going on.
Right? 38. For as the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage into the days that Noah entered into the ark.
See, the drunkenness. You know, they was drinking, turning up until the flood came, pretty much.
39. And knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
See, it says knew not. So even, you know, what you were saying, you know, which we all come back on different things. But, you know, even when we do may indulge in something a little more, we're not ignorant of judgment. We know perfectly well what's taking place. But what it say about the rest of the world? When they indulge in the things they indulge in, they know not. They don't know that missiles flying overhead, which I think it might have been earlier this year, if not last year, that China sent the missile into space. They circled the Earth and came back down, and they only missed its target by like 8 or 20 miles or something. So unknowingly, a missile flew overhead. You know, while Israel was doing their thing. But see, we know missiles flying overhead, flying by. We know doomsday submarines with enough firepower to wipe out all of America is off the shores of America.
We know of the wars and the rumors of war.
We know America is already invaded with tens of millions of UN troops. Which are these other nations that came in through the border? Which Esau let them in. So that's the difference. You know, hey, even I have nights. Hey, if I'm at home, I make one drink, hey, it leads to another and another and another. Hey, but we know perfectly well what's going on. But the difference with us, we don't commit adultery at the end of the night with another man's wife. They don't lead into us doing a drive-by.
Right. It don't lead to us wanting to take our hand off the plow.
Yeah.
You know, I'm about to take the spirit from it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because people settle into their lots.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24 and verse 7. You got anything else you want to?
I'm going to get this word revealings.
Okay.
In the 1 Peter 4 and 3.
Okay.
I'm just going to go to it real quick. I think this is what I've been looking for. It says a revel, R-E-V-E-L. If I look it up, it says enjoy oneself in a lively and noisy way, especially with drinking and dancing. So when it says we perform the will of the Gentiles, lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, revelings, that's Israel. Pretty much Israel is the only people that dance in the earth. You know, Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom. Whenever you ever seen other nations dance, we ain't talking about Esau because there ain't no dancing they be doing.
Jake scored a touchdown to go to the end zone.
Oh, dance. They hit a dub. They hit a dance at the end of the quarter.
They celebrate. Yeah.
Yeah, but as far as revel again, there are revelings. It says enjoy oneself in a lively and noisy way. That's Israel. That's what we known for. Go to an Edomite party or an Edomite celebration. It's quiet in there. Unless everybody drunk, turned up off of cocaine and vodka.
Right.
You know, and at that point, you know, we noisy and lively. You know, Esau, when they do it, it's noisy and unlively. It's obnoxious. They playing bloody knuckles. They taking the door off the hinges, playing beer pong. They got that rock and roll, all that racket, that heavy metal.
They rapping a song from the 1990s, rap song from the 1990s, the early 2000s, thinking they cool.
And then going down for Revel, it says to celebrate, to enjoy. And there's going to be a lot of that going on. You know, Israel living it up, celebrating, enjoying themselves in paganism. They enjoy performing the will of the Gentiles. Which Juneteenth is one of them. That's not of the Lord. Yeah, that's good.
All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, starting at verse 7. The new wine mourning, the vine language, all the merry-hearted do sigh. 8. The mirth of tabrets. Okay, the mirth of tabret season, the noise of them that rejoice ended, the joy of the harp ceasing.
See, the noise of them that rejoice, that's coming into an end. All the celebration, noisy, lively celebration with music, dancing and drinking, that's coming into an end.
Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Oh, yep.
They shall not drink wine with a song.
See, you're not gonna no more be drinking, listening to music, dancing, celebrating, living it up.
Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it.
Yeah, you're gonna be drinking for bitterness of spirit, not for, you know, not in mirth.
Right, like the people in the movies, how they show them at the bar, tipsy, drunk, taking strong shots.
Got their head down, see them doing this.
Yeah. The bartender saying that's enough tonight, man.
Yep, that's what's coming.
That's what's coming. Full throttle. Full throttle.
And let's see why. Let's go back to the next verse. The city of confusion.
All right, 10. Isaiah 24:10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in.
And see, that's why it's going to be no more strong drink, dancing, and music. The city of confusion, which is America, is being broken down. So the Lord about to interrupt. How much better you got?
Oh, it's cool. Keep going. I ain't tripping. Just looking.
And so the Lord is bringing an end to all the confusion. Because that's all it is, performing the will of the Gentiles. I ain't know it, but India celebrate Christmas.
Oh, yeah?
That's confusing because ain't Christmas supposed to be a so-called Christian holiday?
Right.
But they Hindus.
Hindu.
Muslims celebrating Christmas.
That's because everybody that drunk this wine.
Confusion. We're about to break this place down.
Right.
Physically, they ain't gonna break you people down mentally.
Sure.
Well, I'm gonna grab this in Ezekiel 21 real quick.
Come on.
He was speaking about the mirth. The definition of mirth is pretty much rejoicing, being in a joyful state of mind. Ezekiel 21:9, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus says the Lord. Say, a sword is sharpened, and also furbished. And we see that the sword is sharpened. All the countries test firing new missiles. They launching new missiles, and I think one of the reports that came out of Russia, that ICBM they launched, they said it was a test. But they testing, they testing it on the battlefield.
Yeah, it ain't like no test somewhere but nobody can't see it or nobody can't get on.
Yeah.
It's a live text.
That's an alive text.
And look, that Honda, that black Honda,
Yeah.
Jake and Eve rolled the window down, was laughing at us the whole time. Bro, I can't wait, man.
Oh, that's the spirit, Murph.
Can't wait, Murph, yeah.
Yeah. And then, let me get the next precept real quick. The sword is sharpened, and also furnished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furnished that it may glitter. That goes into the nuclear missiles. Because the warheads, they was glittering or glowing as they was coming down. It says, should we then make mirth? And that's the spirit. In the NLT, it says, now will you laugh? So yeah, people in the spirit of mirth. NLT said, now will you laugh? Somebody was just laughing. Hey, but that represents the 2/3 of our people. They making mirth here in the time of judgment. Hey, when the sword is being sharpened, and it's about to be let loose on Israel. You know, Jay gonna be eating ham on Thanksgiving, on Christmas.
I'm not giving a damn.
Oh, yep. Hey, while missiles is being shot back and forth. You know why these UN troops, they're gonna be giving all kind of weapon and artillery to let loose on Israel. What's next? Yeah, that's what I did. No, that's what I did. Get him here. Let me go back there real quick. There was something that popped up, might have been. There's a certain thing that I was waiting for us to get to. Rioting, I think. So back to this word revealings, as far as Israel, Rawton, or performing the will of the Gentiles. Revealings, we got the word rebel. We're gonna get this word rioting. Man, that's not what I'm looking for. Maybe carousel. Nope, that's not it. Let me see. Well, he's gonna get that word banquet in. That was another one. Maybe sharing a banquet in. And banqueting, it pretty much says, you know, drinking and eating, goes into the banquets, the feasts that usually take place on these holidays. In which we got Matthew 24:37. We just quote it. It says that Israel was eating and drinking, marrying and giving it into marriage before the flood, which is taking place today, before the return of the Son of Man, Yahweh Shah. And what's the flood today? It's gonna be the lake of fire. Same flood, just the Lord gonna turn up the temperature on. Yeah. That's all. Well, yeah, that's gonna have that Second Chronicles.
All right, this is the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 36 and 14. Moreover, all these chiefs of the priests and the people transgressed very much after all the abominations of the heathen, and polluted the house of the Lord, which he had hallowed in Jerusalem.
So yeah, the chief of the people transgressed after the abominations of the heathen. That's been happening since the days of old. It's playing out now, just on a much greater scale. When we read it in the NLT, it reads likewise, all the leaders of the priests and the people became more and more unfaithful. They followed all the pagan practices of the surrounding nations, desecrated the temple of the Lord that had been consecrated to Jerusalem. So our people followed after the ways of the heathen pagan practices, even more and more so today. It's at its peak today. But what it says, it says the leaders of the people. Who would the leaders be? It would be the elders of our people, because it's mainly the elders that uphold the ways of the heathen. Right. Because what everybody do, they gather together at grandma's house on Christmas. Right. They gather together Yeah, and it's usually, you know, the grandparents or the great aunts and uncles that gather the family together for those days.
Right.
And because usually, you know, our younger cousins, they had a few babies, you know, at an early age. They can't necessarily keep up these holidays.
Well,
They ain't got the funds to do so.
Grandma
Grandma
mad
got
at
you.
Don't do what grandmama say on them holidays.
Yup, you gonna go over to grandma's house and
She gonna look at you crazy at the table.
yup, your uncle gonna invite you over for barbecue, a slab full of ribs
Right.
on the 4th of July.
Right.
But the leaders of our people, they carry on the traditions to the next holiday.
Right, next precept, back in 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 1. For as much then as Yahushua had suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourself likewise with the same mind. For he had suffered in the flesh had ceased from sin, that he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of Yahweh thy power.
And we gave many examples what the lust of men are and how people live after them today. But, you know, having knowledge of the truth, we should, you know, no more live after the lust of the flesh, but live after the will of the Most High.
For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles, when we walk in lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, reveling, banquetings, and abominable idolatry.
And we went into all of that in depth. We didn't get abominable idolatries, but lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, revelings. That's all idolatry. You know, idolatry don't mean you physically bowing down to a statue. No, an idol is anything that takes you away from performing the will of the Most High.
Right? 1 Peter 4 and 4. Wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you.
Hey, see that? It says they think it's strange that you run not with them no more.
Right.
And that's even the same in the streets with our people. Man, we don't run with them no more.
Yeah, we ain't down with them no more.
And then in the NLT it reads, of course your former friends are surprised when you no longer plunge into the flood of wild and destructive things that they do, so they slander you. And like you were saying, you know, family be upset with you around this time of the year. And what it say in the KJV, it says they speak evil of you. Now, we're not dealing with him around the holidays, he be tripping.
That ain't nothing but the deal he not want to say.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so they speak evil of you when you no longer perform the will of the Gentiles.
Right.
Because they still doing so. But going back to Isaiah 59 and 19, he who depart from evil make himself a prey. So not only is we a prey under Esau's system, not only with you Americans, but with the elites. That's why the scriptures say the dragon gonna make war with the remnant who keep the commandments and got the testimony of Yahweh Shah. Where you make yourself a target to your own people. They say they think it's strange that you don't run with them no more. And they speak evil of you.
Reading on verse 5. Who shall give account to him that is ready to judge the quick and the dead?
Yeah, and so the Lord is coming to judge the quick. He's getting ready to judge the dead. And the quick would be those who were quickened in the spirit by the word, which quickens us. And then the dead would be those who are spiritually dead. Meaning this word then activates something inside of them to live after the will of the Most High. They dead in the spirit. We make this the last one.
next precept, last precept, is coming from the book of Luke, chapter 9 and verse 59.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Yep.
And he said unto another, follow me. But he said, Lord, suffer me first to go to bury my father. Yahushua said unto him, let the dead bury the dead, but go thou and preach the kingdom of Yahweh thy power.
Yeah, Christians got no idea what that means, but the man wanted to bury his father. Yahushua said, let the dead bury the dead.
Right.
And even funerals, how they perform, that's a Gentile custom. Dressing up a dead body to put in the casket. That's how they did ancient Pharaoh. When they mummified them and wrapped them in the wrapping and put it in the sarcophagus, that ain't nothing but a coffin today. What Yahushua say? Let the dead bury the dead. How does that play out today? Hey, let the dead celebrate Christmas. Let the dead celebrate New Year's. Let the dead eat ham and not give a damn on Thanksgiving.
Let them not giving a damn.
Yeah, let the dead do that. Meaning what? They dead spiritually. They not activated by this word. So meaning what? They dead man walking. So that's how that play out today. You know, those who gonna do the will of the Gentiles and not do the will of the Most High, you know, let them do that and die in their lust. Let them knock themselves out. Hey, but you who want to serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, you know, come serve the Lord.
I'm trusting in lying words that the flesh and the Babylon the Great is offering you.
No, that was it. Hey, so that was it today. Again, the title of the lesson, have wrought the will of the Gentiles. Our people had done that their whole lives, and that should have sufficed them. Meaning they should have had enough with that by now.
Right.
They should have had their fun in the world. And now, you know, they should be eager to live after the will of the Most High. You know, they should be done with that now. In which the ways of the world, that's irksome now. Spending all that money, you up in it all night at Walmart trying to Christmas shop. The lines is long. There's nowhere to park. And so we find joy in coming out of that stuff.
Sure.
But hey, that's it. Hey, thank you for everybody that's tuned in. Double honors to the elders and apostles who taught us to shoot by the Spirit. Honors to the brothers making their bodies a living sacrifice. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. So we're gonna face the east and close out. Let's give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Hakudash.
Shalom.
Next time, Lord, Shalom.